Okay, just a reminder, you guys, specifically you guys at home that want to jump on today and ask them for extra help for tomorrow's quiz, 2:35 I'll be on, all right, 2:35 to 3. If you guys want to hop on tomorrow, it's regular time, all right? It's just today I couldn't get on until 2:35. Next thing, tomorrow or anytime, you're going to be watching the Ed Puzzle video on the next day's notes in the packet. Please make sure you have 3 index cards with you while you watch the Ed Puzzle video. Okay, so depending on what day you're going to watch it, tomorrow or Thursday, please have three index cards with you. All right, and what I mean by an index card is not I mean an actual index card. All right, not a sheet of paper that you're going to go 1, 2, 3 with, and they're your index cards, all right? Actual index cards, please, not the ghetto ones that you rip off from paper, all right? Actual index cards, okay? So that's whenever you guys are watching the Ed Puzzle video. Okay, other than that, during the course of today's class, after I go over homework, I'll fill you guys in on what to expect for the quiz tomorrow and Thursday. All right, but for now, I thought we had an awesome class yesterday. I felt pretty confident in you guys, but that doesn't mean anything going into the quiz tomorrow and Thursday. So any homework questions in general you have for me, because today's nothing new. It is just taking a step back and saying, if I'm given parallel lines, do I know how to find all these special angles? And do I know how to prove parallel lines? Okay? So homework questions, general Unit 3 questions so far. Let's go. What do you got for me? Let's open this up here. Quincy.
Can you go over number 35, please?
Number
35.
35.
Oh, did I read the wrong?
You're supposed to have a formula sheet.
Oh,
Yeah.
My fault.
You want to get, I don't want to. Right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, 35. Everything was out of the packet last night. 35 might be for tonight.
Oh,
There's work.
Okay.
There's work out of
that was due on the day.
There's work on the textbook tonight that's due tomorrow that might have 35 on it.
Yeah.
But you know, hey, you know what? Why not? It's a review for tomorrow. Let me pop that bad boy up right now. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek into one of the homework answers tonight, which actually I'm kind of glad Quincy brought that up because I forgot to mention that there is an assignment tonight. Okay? And this is not like one before the test where I'm not going to check. This is due tomorrow in the book, page 226, 228. Okay, that is due tomorrow for you guys on Google Classroom. I'm going to start tomorrow's class off by going over any questions, and then you start the quiz or the Ed Puzzle video. So everybody good. This is an actual graded assignment for tomorrow. All right? So, and the answers to those are up on Classroom like usual. All right, so I want to go to page 228 here. Because we can all answer. It's not something I haven't taught you guys yet. Here we go. My edition. Everyone doing all right today? I know you're pretty hyped about this test quiz coming up. All right, what are we working with here? 35, you said?
Yep.
All right, let's blow this bad boy up. And it looks like I'm going to have to cut this out so I can mark on it. It says determine which lines, if any, are parallel. Got it. Copy it right here. Whoa, hey, calm it down. There we go. Boom, all right, let's go. So number 35 says 2 is congruent to 10. Are any lines, if any? There may not be any lines parallel. So here is angle 2. And here is angle 10. I have to identify, are they any special types of angles? Before I even do that, I need to make sure they share a transversal. Oh boy, everyone ready? Angle 2 is on W and V, right? And angle 10 is on Z and X. Do they even share a transversal? No, so don't even bother looking for it. They're alternate interior, corresponding, same side. Those are not special angles at all. So I can tell you, if I knew 2 is congruent to 10, I don't know any lines are parallel yet.
So
Okay.
I just say no and then.
No lines are parallel. You don't need to really have to explain it.
Oh.
All right, no lines are parallel. Everyone else see that? That's important. Why these aren't any of the special angles? They do not. They have to share a transversal if you're going to start calling them alternate interior, corresponding, etc. Okay, everyone good? Versus, let me just show you while we're on here. Number 36 says angles 1 and 3. What transversal do 1 and 3 share? V. So at least you know it's got to be something corresponding. Alternate interior, same side. Exterior, same side interior. All right. If they share a transversal, it's one of those special angles. Good. Wait a second. What?
So what do we write down if they're not like special angles?
Just write no parallel lines. I can't do it. Okay? Not enough information. Other questions? What a start to today. Nice start. What else? Questions, homework questions, general questions. Heck, tonight's homework questions. Why not while we're here? Anything else here other than quiz questions? What's up, Sophia?
SUPP, when we use it as a shorthand, is only for supplementary, for the word supplementary, not supplements.
You are like, I'm going to start calling you the queen of abbreviations. SUPP is for supplementary. That's it. If you have to write, if you need the word supplements, write it out with an E, not an I. Good?
Yes.
Okay. That also brings me to the point. Good question, Sophia. I am not going to give you any theorems tomorrow and Thursday. That nice little theorem sheet you had on the end of your unit test in Unit 2, no. You guys are just going bare bones tomorrow. Nothing. So make sure you keep that in your mind. And no, I won't take off for spelling or anything else, so don't worry. All right? Even though some of you still couldn't spell vertical when you had it right in front of you. Just saying.
We're going to put an I instead of an E in supplements.
Correct. I will make a note of it, but not take off. Self-respect, Audrey. That's what it's called.
Knowing how to spell.
Hey, anything else? What else here, guys? Come on, let's ask here. Atticus? Why don't you settle down at home? We'll get to you in a second. What do we got?
Number 2.
Number 2, everyone, from the homework, everyone. Number 2. There are 2 proofs on tomorrow's quiz and Thursday's quiz. 2 proofs. One of them will be prove 2 lines are parallel. One of them will be prove 2 lines are parallel. No substitution there, huh? All righty. Let's just make one thing clear and we're all in agreement on, whether you're here or whether you're home right now. In the givens, did I tell you any lines were parallel? No. So in your proof, you should not have any reason that starts out with parallel lines imply alternate interior angles are congruent. Corresponding angles are congruent. If I did not give you lines are parallel, don't use any special angles. Don't let them show up in your proof if I did not give you lines are parallel. Are we all good then? Because that's what's going to happen tomorrow. The proof where you have to prove lines parallel, there's nothing given to you about parallel lines. So you shouldn't have any of those key words coming up in your reasons. All right. Let's take a look. ED, I need to get ED. There you are. ED parallel to BA. Before you start writing down anything, can you identify any alternate interior, corresponding, same side, any of those angles that are formed on ED and AB? Can you identify any special angles on ED or AB? Can we see any? I'm hoping. They got to be on ED and AB with the same transversal. Anybody see any in that diagram? special angle. I really don't want to do the numbers today and make it awkward. Oh, what do we got there? We got a paw up there. Oh, and go ahead, boss.
Angles DEG and angle ABE.
Yep, let me just repeat what he just said. He said angle DEG and angle ABE. What type of angles are those, Owen?
They're
Is he dead? It sounds like he choked on something in the.
What? Okay, calm it down. What type of angles? We didn't hear you here.
corresponding.
There you go. Everyone agree, those are corresponding. Take a look at the ones Owen gave me. Okay, so that's what you need to do in your proof right now. Can you prove those two angles congruent without using parallel lines? Because you don't have them. Can you do that? Can you prove DEG congruent to ABE based on what I gave you? Can you do it? I hope so. What can I do with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to get these angles? Here, let me mark them. Maybe it might help if I mark them here. 1 is congruent to 3. 2 is congruent to 4. What can I do with those angles to get to DEG and ABE? Add. Everyone agrees at home? I got to add. You cannot use any parallel line stuff because I didn't give you any. Don't use any. So you have to tell me, all right, angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3 plus angle 4. Addition. You're going to have to get there a different way. And we did it using addition. Nothing changes. Right after, I'm always going to use substitution. And now that I have corresponding angles congruent, now I know my lines are parallel. Just make sure you write the reason in the correct order tomorrow. All right, what do you have? You don't have parallel lines, you have what? What are these again? You have corresponding angles congruent. That implies parallel lines. Okay? That's how all these proved parallel line problems are done. You have to find a pair of special angles, then somehow prove them congruent without saying parallel lines. We did addition here. Caroline?
For the second step,
Yep.
does it matter if you do like angle 1 plus angle 2 is ABE, and then angle 3 plus angle 4 is DEG? Or should you set them equal?
Set them equal to each other. Okay, because what you're doing right there is kind of like a substitution step. Okay, so show, because I need to see both of them added together equal each other. Okay. Good there? Okay, somebody at home was about to chime in before I cut him off. What do you got for me?
Number 1.
Okay. As I'm writing this up here, did I give you any parallel lines? Did I give you lines were parallel here? Nope, so don't say anything about the special angles at all. Maybe you see something as you write down the givens, a little conclusion you can make right away. Okay, ready? Prove BF parallel to GH. First thing you got to do, look at those two lines. Do you see any special angles? I hope you do. And stick to the numbered angles. Stick to the numbered angles. Tell me what two angles up there have a relationship if I need BF and GH. If you're looking at those two lines only, what two angles up here have a relationship? Omni, go.
2 and 3 are corresponding angles.
2 and 3 should be congruent. Okay, prove to me they are. Without saying anything about parallel lines, because I'm not giving it, get me 2 congruent to 3, and I think that's pretty quick for hopefully most of you. Look at the two givens. Why is 2 congruent to 3 just by looking at the givens? 2 is congruent to 3.
Substitution.
Hey, substitution.
And so if you want us to raise our hands or not.
Oh, yep, you're good. There you go, substitution, right? Everyone starting to pick up a little bit how these parallel line ones are done. You need to figure out what two angles need to be congruent. Do it. Probably do it for something from unit 2. Use something from unit 2, whether it be addition, we use substitution here. And then once you have the two angles you need congruent, now tell me the lines are parallel. What type of angles are these?
Corresponding.
There we go. Anything else here?
I have a question.
Sure.
Where it says like corresponding angles congruent, does it matter which order we put the? Cause I put the congruent first.
Fine. No big deal. But you have to tell me they're congruent. If you just leave corresponding angles imply parallel lines, that's a false statement. Anything else? Last call. You guys at home, clean up whatever you have to clean up. If you want to try to submit it now, go ahead and submit it. You guys here, let's look at this beautiful artwork you got for me. And then we'll talk quiz here. Nice, man. And I'm sure the people listening to this recorded version probably don't want to hear me talking to you guys walking around. Okay, here it is. 8 questions, 32 points. 4 questions, half the questions will be algebra. And I know we haven't done any yet. So I want to show you what I mean. What do you mean by the algebra questions? All right, here you go. I'm just going to give you a nice diagram. I'm going to tell you lines are parallel, cut by a transversal, and I'll do something like this. I'll say this angle's 2x minus 10, and this angle right there is 6x plus 20. What's the value of x? Got to know what those angles are, right? Anybody know what type of angles those are? Corresponding. Keep going, so they have to be? They're equal to each other, so you'll just say 2x minus 10 equals 6x plus 20, and I have no idea if this is going to turn out great or not, but that's it. Okay? Be careful! X does not make you a winner sometimes. What do I mean by that? Andy?
You want to start to find the angle.
Read the question, yes. I may want you to plug it back in to find the angle, maybe find the angle next to it. Read the question tomorrow. Just because you find X does not make you a winner. Something else I could do tomorrow. Maybe I pull this on you. Let's say this is 6x minus 30, and this is 12x plus 16. What are you going to do with those two? What type of angles are they? Why? What type? What makes them supplementary? Because they're what type? Same side, exterior. So you would, yes. One job. Justification would be just what you would write in the reasons column. Parallel lines imply what type of angles were these bad boys? Same side. Oof. Same side interior angles are supplementary. Exterior, calm down. All right. Now, wait. Let's say you did not know that they were same side exterior. Or maybe you did not know that they were supplementary or congruent and you just didn't want to flip a coin and choose. You could also do this. Oh, wait a second. If that's 6x minus 30, why would that angle also be 6x minus 30? They're corresponding. Keep going. Now, what do you know about those two angles? They're a linear pair, so they're supplementary. So it's okay if you don't know the relationship between the original angles. You can always move an angle to another angle that's equal to it. Okay? Everyone good? But tell me that, though. Parallel lines imply corresponding angles congruent. Linear pairs are supplementary. Tell me how you got that. Okay? If you don't understand the relationship between the two original ones. Everyone good? And then there will be two proofs. One proof, in the givens, there will be parallel lines, and you have to prove something. And then in the second proof, just like you did on last night's homework, prove two lines are parallel.
We don't have to do any factoring, do we?
There will be no factoring on this. No, I will always forewarn you if there is. There will be no factoring on this one. And I know that's only 6 out of the 8. The other 2, surprise, wait for
Could
tomorrow.
you re-explain what you just said about, like, if you don't know the angle relations?
For you, Maeve, sure. All right, let me do this, Maeve. Let me do 2x plus 6 for this angle and 6x minus 10 for that angle. Let's say you do not know that they are alternate exterior and they should be congruent. Let's just say that that's not on the top of your brain tomorrow. What you can do is this. If that's 2x plus 6, so is this angle because I know my corresponding angles are congruent. So you could label that angle as 2x plus 6. Now, these two angles I know from Unit 1 and Unit 2 are vertical. And vertical angles are congruent. So that would lead you to that these two have to be equal. You may have not gotten there because you didn't know their alternate exterior, but you just got there a different way by saying corresponding and vertical instead. Okay?
Thanks.
And make sure if you do that, if you go this corresponding vertical route, you write that in your justification. Parallel lines imply corresponding angles congruent, vertical angles are congruent. Okay, tell me how you got them to be equal, or supplementary if that's the case. Any other questions about the big quiz tomorrow? 32 points. Whew. Your test, Unit 2 test was 41. Anything else you want to ask? Hi Sophia, sorry.
This next stuff in the packet, the review of parallel lines, is that also homework?
No, I'm going to go over that right now. Okay? So I'm done teaching today. There's only so much I can stand up here and do with you, right, before it starts declining and the progress I need. So here's what you're going to be doing today. In your packet, day 4 is a review of everything we've done. Okay? That's what you're going to be working on today. You guys in class, what I would appreciate is if you got out your Chromebooks and got the answer key out. The answer key is up on Classroom under our homework assignment. You guys at home too, take a look. Okay, so if you go under Unit 2 on Classroom, you'll see the homework for this week. I didn't need Unit 2, I needed Unit 3. Try this again. There we go. Okay, so Unit 3, week of October 19th, homework answers, where you guys always get your homework answers. And you will see one file that says October 20th, classwork answers. You'll get there. There you go. Classwork answers, and those are the answers to those day 4 questions. Okay? So this is just to see if you know how to find all these special angles. The only thing I'll warn you before you really get going here, on this classwork here, only if a diagram is numbered, the angles are numbered, only use the numbered angles. Like for number 2, don't start introducing angle F, angle E. If a diagram has numbers on it, just use the numbers. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try something new here. If you guys want, if you know somebody that is around you and you want to turn your desk to face them, don't move desks, obviously. Don't switch chairs. But if you want to move your desk around so you can talk to somebody else distant apart, that's fine. You guys at home, I'm going to put you in different rooms right now so you can talk, unmute your mic, and actually talk with people in the room, and we won't hear a thing here. Okay? I'm hoping you're all right with that. Okay? So you're actually going to have to physically talk with somebody. I know, virtually. It's been a while, I'm sure. All right, so I'm going to put you in your own rooms right now, and I'm going to pop in and out of the rooms to see how it's going. So, hey, how'd you guys get number 2? Did anybody get another angle for number 2? What angles are congruent at number 3? Help each other out. Okay? Yes, Quincy.
For the justification, do you want us to put like
Parallel lines imply. What do you got for me? Yep. All right, so give me a second here, guys. Hopefully you like the people in your room. If not, don't care. Make new friends here. All right, let's see. Groups of 4, 3, and 3. Does that look all right? I think you guys will like, let me switch a couple people around so we don't feel too awkward. Let's see. Let me do this here. Let's see. Yep, I'll put you right here. Here. Or just changing a couple people's rooms and I'll send you right to them. All right, here we go. I'm going to open up the rooms. Feel free to chat with each other. I'll pop in and out. Use it for discussion, guys. Use it for discussion, please. We won't be able to hear you, don't worry.